and welcome to Homestead Diary. So I was just checking the kids' teeth and Gaia had a cavity. And so what I did was I cleaned off the area. So you can take a dental kit that you can buy online and you kind of just clean off any of the debris or calcification or anything else like that that is in addition to what's on her normal tooth. And then see whether it's soft. Now she had a soft spot on the side and the back. So on her very top back right, she had a soft spot. And so I went in and I looked at it with the mirror and with the headlamp, and with the mirror and headlamp just kind of cleaned it away, and then used some Q-tips to clean it, and we found a cavity. And so I had to go in and clean out any darker material. So you want it to be the same color as the tooth to make sure that there's not bacteria in there. There's no soft stuff. You know, sometimes a cavity will get impacted with bread or with a piece of meat or something like that. And so what you want to be able to do is be able to look inside that pocket where the cavity is and clean it out so that there's nothing. So I have a little toothbrush. I kind of kept brushing it, cleaning it, and then flushing it out. And once it's dry, and you have the Q-tips that dry it, a cotton ball if you need to keep it dry. Once it's dry, then you can make this dental care kit with 1 scoop of powder and 1 drop of the mixing agent, which basically just creates a filling. And so once you take the 1 scoop, you can close your mouth, it's okay. You're not drinking anything or eating anything, and I'll dry it again. Okay? Okay. So then, once you take the scoop and you cut it in half, and then you mix the 1 drop for 15 seconds to start thickening the liquid, and then you take the other half of the powder that was in the scoop, and you mix it for another 35 to 45 seconds. And before it gets too hard, now this one, I waited too long, and you can see, I don't know if my husband can zoom in on it, this little mound here was one that I was going to scoop from, but then look how I broke it, and it was too hard already. It does basically cure very quickly, and so you've got to be very careful. Now, this material is what becomes the filling, and so once that's in, you have to keep it dry for another 5 to 7 minutes. So with, yeah, and then you can't eat anything or drink anything for about a half an hour. And so it's quite a process, but it's not as extreme. You know, you're not like using a drill. I mean, if you need to, some of these dental care kits will have a little piece like this one that actually has a kind of like a sandpaper edge to it. So if you needed to use it to kind of, you can feel it. And there's a couple of them like that. There's a top and bottom, so this one has one too that's a little bit wider. And you basically kind of just file the edge if you need to get it to be a little bit cleaner. Oh, cute. Yeah, you can kind of get into a really teeny tiny cavity. Or if you need to scrape the edge of the tooth, then I don't like these pokey ones unless you are like trying to get into a fine edge in between the teeth. But like this one's quite a bit thicker, and it has like a pad. I don't know if you can see it, but it's it's a little flatter, and so it's not as pointed. And that's really good for cleaning or for shaping or for impacting, pushing in the filling material, and that can help push it in. What else? You're doing good. And then you can't necessarily see her tooth, but we can show it to her. She had quite a few fillings when she was younger, and they were done by the dentist. So, but these ones that we're doing here is on this upper right edge, and you can't even see. But now we're going to do one. So see on this outer edge, it was right here, and we filled it in. But now we're going to do this back one. So there's one back there that you can kind of see is darker. We're going to clean that out again and make sure that it's ready. I guess that's a little bit better. So in the mirror, you can kind of see a dark spot that's behind. I'll clean that out some more. And then we'll put this filling material in. So those are kind of a couple examples of things that you might need to do at home. And I hope that this helps you with home dentistry and trying to stay away from the doctors when you either can't afford it or you just feel like it's better for you to know how to do it. I hope you have a blessed day. Okay.